What's going on, guys? My name is Aren and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, as you guys can see behind me, I'm starting to amass a little collection of books back there, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger. So what I decided to do for you guys today was a book haul. Let's get started, shall we? So first up on the list we have Nevernight by J. Kristoff. Now, this one's received quite a few mixed reviews on Goodreads, as I've seen. Other people really enjoyed it, or others were like, what the fuck? But anyway, I'll just have to read it to find out what I think of myself. Anyway, the synopsis for the story. In a land where three suns almost never set, a fledgling killer joins a school of assassins, seeking vengeance against the powers that destroyed her family. Daughter of an executed traitor, Maya Corvair is barely able to escape her father's failed rebellion with her life. Alone and friendless, she hides in a city built from the bones of a dead god, hunted by the Senate and her father's former comrades. But her gift for speaking with the shadows leads her to the door of a retired killer and a future she never imagined. Now Maya is apprenticed to the deadliest flock of assassins in the entire Republic, the Red Church. If she bests her fellow students in contests of steel, poison, and the subtle arts, she'll be inducted among the blades of the Lady of Blessed Murder, and one step closer to the vengeance she desires. But a killer is loose within the church's halls. The bloody secrets of Maya's past return to haunt her, and a plot to bring down the entire congregation is unfolding in the shadows she so loves. Will she even survive to initiation, let alone have her revenge? I guess we'll just have to find out. So really, a school of assassins, a killer amongst killers, revenge, murder, plot twists. What's not to love? And now for number 2 we have The Traitor Baru Cormorant by Seth Dickinson. The synopsis as follows. Tomorrow on the beach, Baru Cormorant will look up from the sand of her home and see red sails on the horizon. The Empire of Masks is coming, armed with coin and ink, doctrine and compass, soap and lies. They will conquer Baru's island, rewrite her culture, criminalize her customs, and dispose of one of her fathers. But Baru is patient. She'll swallow her hate, prove her talent, and join the masquerade. She will learn the secrets of the Empire. She'll be exactly what they need, and she'll claw her way up high enough on the rungs of power to set her people free. In a final test of her loyalty, the masquerade will send Baru to bring order to the distant Ardwin, a snake pit of rebels, informants, and seditious dukes. Ardwin kills everyone who tries to rule it. To survive, Baru will need to untangle this land's intricate web of treachery and conceal her attraction to the dangerously fascinating Duchess Tainu. But Baru is a savant in games of power, as ruthless in her tactics as she is fixated on her goals. In the calculus of her schemes, all ledgers must be balanced, and the price of liberation paid in full. So really, this one seems like they're sending her, using her really to warp the fabric of another civilization. Now normally I'm not driven towards politics in real world, but for some reason in fantasy novels I really am driven and thrust towards them. I don't know, I just find them fascinating. This one seems like it's going to be right up my alley, so I have to wait and see. Alright guys, so for number 3, I failed something hard on this one. When I went to pick this one up, I didn't realize it actually happened to be a sequel. I should have done my research beforehand, but the one I picked up was A Blade of Black Steel by Alex Marshall. Now, so in terms of sequels, one does not simply read the second book without reading the first one. So what I decided to do was go ahead and buy the first one. A Crown for Cold Silver by Alex Marshall. The premise is as follows. 20 years ago, feared General Cobalt Zozia led her 5 villainous captains and mercenary army into battle, wrestling monsters and toppling an empire. When there are no more titles to win and no more worlds to conquer, she retired and gave up her legend to history. Now the peace she carved for herself has been shattered by the unprovoked slaughter of her village. Seeking bloody vengeance, Zozia heads into battle once more, but to find justice she must confront grudge-bearing enemies, once loyal allies, and an unknown army that marches under a familiar banner. So this one seems like it's going to be really good. But as for the unknown army with the familiar banner, it could be someone she's fought with in the past on the same side, or someone she fought against in the past. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. And next on the list we have Age of Myth by Michael J. Sullivan. Since time immemorial, humans have worshipped the gods they call Frey, truly a race apart. Invincible in battle, masters of magic, and seemingly immortal. But when a god falls to a human blade, the balance of power between humans and those they thought were gods changes forever. Now only a few stand between humankind and annihilation. Wraith, reluctant to embrace his destiny as the god killer, Suri, a young seer burdened by signs of impending doom, and Persephone, who must overcome personal tragedy to lead her people. The Age of Myth is over. The time of rebellion has begun. Now this book poses a very, very interesting question, just intriguing in fact. What could kill a god, really? And finally we have The Waking Fire by Anthony Ryan. Throughout the vast lands controlled by the Iron Ship Trading Syndicate, nothing is more prized than the blood of drakes. Harvested from captive or hunted reds, greens, blues, and blacks, it can be distilled into elixirs that bestow fearsome powers on the rare men and women known as the Bloodblessed. But not many know the truth, that the lines of the drakes are weakening. If they fail, war with the neighboring Corventine Empire will follow swiftly. The Syndicate's last hope resides in the whispers of the existence of another breed of drake, far more powerful than the rest, and the few who have been chosen by fate to seek it. Clayton Torcreek is a petty thief and an unregistered bloodblessed who finds himself pressed into service by the Protectorate and sent into wild, uncharted lands in search for a creature he believes is little more than legend. Lizanne Lethbridge is a formidable spy and assassin facing gravest danger on an espionage mission deep into the heart of enemy territory. And Corey Kylemore is the second lieutenant of an Iron Ship cruiser whose pursuit of ruthless brigands leads him to a far greater threat than at the edge of the world. As lives and empires clash and intertwine, as the unknown and the known collide, all three must fight to turn the tide of a coming war, or drown in its wake. Now, the magic system, I really hope that the magic system in this one is as amazing as it sounds like it's going to be. If they can follow its suit with books like The Black Prism by Brent Weeks, or even the Mistborn Trilogy by Brandon Sanderson, if they can pull that off as well as they did for those books, this is just going to be fantastic. Alrighty guys, that's it, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. And also, if you guys have read any of the books that are listed today, let me know what you guys think. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on these books. Also, if you guys have any recommendations for books that you think I should be reading, please let me know. And keep in mind, they don't have to be science fiction or fantasy, specifically targeted those genres. They could be thriller, young adult, middle grade, whatever. Just, I'm talking about those books that you're like, oh, god damn, you gotta check this out. Aussi, si vous avez des questions, des commentaires, n'importe quoi en français, laissez vos affaires en bas. Anyway guys, that's all I have for today, so until next time.